All right, so we've had an intellectual awakening over the last few years that's actually been occurring over the last 20 and 30 years, where you have a group of intellectuals that decide to use their heads and use deductive reasoning to rise above the mainstream of consciousness, to provide what mainstream media calls alternative information, is actually just information that should be processed by our central nervous system. We should be taking this information in to be processed, and we are being taught to reject a lot of this information, and the mainstream media is being used to do such things. For example, Bari Weiss was a former New York Times opinion columnist, and she was frequently used to attack these people. And in many cases, these people, and I consider myself to be one, don't just think that the intellectual web consists of people who have written 5 books and have been in academia for 20 and 30 years, withstanding the subversion of our constitutional and American values, or just civil values, all right? Our morals, all right? Our character, our moral fabrics as a society. And these people, it's not just about the people on the higher level. We have intellectuals who are following along too and learning themselves and sharpening themselves. And I considered myself to be one of those. And in seeing somebody like Bari Weiss, who attacks the intellectual dark web, and people calling the dark web, the intellectuals, iconoclastic, is really crazy to me, given that the media itself is erasing history. So they are, again, blaming others for that which they themselves are doing. It's sadistic. It's disgusting. It's despicable. And these people deserve justice. Don't believe me? Take a look. All right, so what you're going to see in the following clip are a group of doctors who had signed a petition indicating that they would like to see an end to the pandemic, given that they have designed or found effective ways to treat COVID, all right? Without tearing apart our economy and tearing apart the rest of the world economy and creating more debt and inequity, more mass confusion, more fear, more anxiety, which are two things that drive irrational thought and thus keep us from living in the present. It's ungodly. They keep you living in fear and anxiety so as to manipulate you. And what you're going to see are these doctors come forward, and in doing so, they stoke a response by a media source like Forbes to erase information that they broadcast through writing, through publication. They erased history. Yet the mainstream media narrative is that those who are trying to maintain control of the old order and using their intellectual prowess to do so are doing that which they are blaming on others. It's disgusting.
Your patients. When you treat your patients, you will heal America.
About 12 hours after I tweeted out that article, Forbes deleted it from their database. Not Twitter took it down. Forbes actually deleted their own story from 10 years ago, overnight, when I drew attention to it. And that's going on unnoticed, continually. These news organizations are deleting history.
We need you to put your anger squarely where it belongs. Unleash all of your fury on the professional media complex that has lied and lied and lied to you. And the final call of action to all Americans. So-called experts keep telling you that a bandana can stop a virus that is 1,000 times smaller than a hair. How stupid do you think we are? To all Americans, we say, we will be fooled no longer. The tiny emperor has no clothes.